Hey guys, welcome back to Mustang Diaries, my series on the training and transformation of two wild Mustangs. In my last video, Libby and Frieda started ground driving and then were introduced to target training. Today, I'm going to be using target training as a method to help Frieda overcome her fear of new handlers. One of my goals for Frieda is to introduce her to other handlers and to have someone else be able to approach and halter her. She's really become a one-person sort of horse, which is common for Mustangs, but I'd really like for her to begin trusting other people. Meet my friend Liz. Liz has been around my barn for a couple of years now and truly loves my horses as if they were her own. She's a photographer based out of New England, and while her specialty is weddings and engagements, she's also done a couple of photo shoots for me. Here are a few of my favorite photos of me and my horse, Theodore. If you're looking for a photographer in New England, I can definitely recommend Liz, and her website is in the description box below. Okay, so in my last video, I showed you how I had been working with Frieda and teaching her to target her halter. Liz is starting that process now, but before she gets to the halter, she starts with Frieda targeting her hand.
She's doing so good,
isn't she? Now, before I started positive reinforcement and targeting, Frieda was pretty fearful of Liz. When Liz would approach her, Frieda would almost try and hide behind me. Liz couldn't lead her unless it was from a lengthy rope, and Frieda would walk several feet behind her. Frieda's reaction to Liz wasn't just isolated to Liz, it was with any handler other than me. So that's why I decided to try positive reinforcement as a way to engage her with other people. Frieda was a little skeptical of Liz at first, but slowly warmed up to her. Liz started by having Frieda target her hand, and then her hand with the halter draped over it, and finally the halter itself by slipping her nose into it. This then led to Frieda being able to slip her nose into the halter and Liz haltering Frieda for the first time. Liz is the first person other than me to put her halter on Frieda. I am so pleased this worked out so well for Frieda, and I do plan on using positive reinforcement and targeting as a way to introduce new handlers to any future Mustangs that I have. And I also have to say, this was a lot of fun for everyone involved, including Frieda. We then had Frieda target her lead rope several times before clipping it to her halter. Again, Frieda is pretty familiar with both her halter and her lead rope, but it's just the addition of a new handler that makes these experiences just new and different. After targeting for just a little bit longer, we then moved on to having Liz lead Frieda around the round pen. Liz and I were both really excited to see Frieda overcome her case of stranger danger and experience significant improvement in letting Liz lead her.
Wow, look at that.
A couple days later, we tried a new task.
Okay. Frieda, target.
I wanted to continue with the momentum that Liz was having with Frieda, so provided Liz with this ball for Frieda to target. Yep.
Target. Yeah, target.
In a nutshell, Liz asks Frieda to touch the red ball by saying target.
Frieda, target.
Only the desired behavior, touching the red ball, will be rewarded. After Frieda does the desired action, there has to be a bridge sound. This could be a clicker, it could be a word, or just a noise you make, just to notify the horse that they have done the correct thing. Several years ago, I dabbled with positive reinforcement, and I used the sound from a clicker to help trick train a miniature horse. But with Frieda, I've been using the word deet, which is what my friend Marina from Gypsy Equestrian uses. The horse then receives a treat as its positive reinforcement for the behavior it has performed. So you can see, Frieda's been becoming more and more comfortable with Liz through this activity. I really love bringing in obstacles and objects such as exercise balls. I think it keeps the training interesting and makes it more fun and enjoyable for both the trainer and the horse. I've used exercise balls quite a bit with my horse Theodore, but this is Frieda's first time interacting with a ball.
Nice.
I think Frieda did really well for her first time with the ball and only her second time working with Liz.
Oh, I think she's caught on to the game now.
It's been fun watching her confidence grow and grow. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my special guest Liz for appearing in this video. I'll see you in my next video.